The phone call I don't want to get from any client. Hey, my dad just passed away and we have no idea what to do with the business. What follows this is generally panic, the potential for family disputes, and sometimes the forced sale of a business that took decades to build. Many family businesses face these challenges, but they are not inevitable. With the proper planning, much of this can in fact be avoided. The mistake isn't what most people think. It's not about picking the wrong successor or having unclear ownership documents, although these things are important, but the real mistake is assuming that succession planning is something you do only when you're ready to retire. But I have bad news. By then, it's already too late. Some business owners I work with are brilliant at growing their companies, but terrible at planning what happens when they're no longer running these companies. They think, in many instances, that succession planning means writing a will or hoping that their kids will figure it out. That's not succession planning. That's wishful thinking. So, in this video, I'm going to highlight a key risk that can put family businesses in jeopardy, and often more so than external market or economic conditions, and more importantly, what you need to do about it. So let's first discuss what are the assumptions that put businesses at risk. The first one is believing that your kids will automatically know how to run what you've built. The second one is assuming that family members will work together smoothly after you're gone. And what's the most common family business disaster you've witnessed? Thinking that succession planning is about legal documents, but not people preparation, and waiting until health issues force the conversation. So let's discuss why succession plans can fail. The business owner never actually lets go of control during your lifetime. No one can do it better than you, right? And therefore, how do you have unprepared heirs that then typically destroy family businesses? There's no clear communication about expectations or about responsibility, and your wealth planning ignores the emotional and the family dynamics that are underpinning your business succession. And beyond that, treating succession planning as a one-time event instead of an ongoing process. Now, another thing to consider are the tax challenges and risks that succession planning can bring. For instance, estate planning can force the fire sale of a profitable business, because what happens if the IRS values your business higher than your family can afford to pay taxes on? This is a situation in which liquidity can hurt cash flow during a critical transition. And bear in mind that state inheritance taxes can vary dramatically by location. Depending on the state you're in, it can make a big difference. So gift and estate planning strategies are some of the areas that business owners often ignore, but they shouldn't. Now, these are the kind of planning topics that we regularly address with business owners at Imperio Wealth Advisors. We traditionally work with business owners who want to take steps that may help position their companies to survive well beyond their involvement. This requires coordinating your tax planning, your estate planning, and preparing your family and business strategy over many years, not scrambling when it's time to retire. These strategies often require long-term planning and coordination, which may not be suitable for all business owners, but if you're serious about preserving what you've worked so hard to build, we can help. So now let's talk about potential solutions. Building a succession plan to work for your business. We would recommend starting the process at least a decade before you want to retire. How do you properly prepare family members for business leadership? Well, some of the things we've seen work are creating accountability and performance standards for your potential successors, having a gradual transition of responsibility with clear milestones, having a professional development and external experience for family successors is also key. And now, in terms of protecting the business during transition, having the right insurance strategies can be used to provide liquidity for estate taxes and potential buyouts. Now, what structures protect the business from family conflicts and disputes? Having a buy-sell agreement that is designed to address various possible scenarios is key. Having a management structure that doesn't rely entirely on family members, and having an exit strategy for family members who aren't suited for the business. Now, most business owners spend 30 years or more building something valuable and not nearly enough time planning on how to preserve it. Without thoughtful succession planning, decades of your hard work may be at risk. Our services may be appropriate for business owners with significant businesses, for example, those valued at 10 million or more. And if you want to explore strategies that may help position your business to survive beyond you, well, click on the link below to book a consultation with us. We'll be happy to discuss your individual situation and whether our approach may be appropriate for your needs. I thank you for watching. Follow us for more, and we'll see you on the next one.